Well, it was a bit of a shock to some of us, Nicky, when we saw Lenson Bocko turn up at Toaster. He is, of course, in August 2017 now, formerly retired by you, Irish Derby champion, fantastic dog. I mean, and then 28-48 trial. I mean, was that straight off his bed, or had you been working him at home?
He had been working at home. You know, he loves working. He loves his racing. He loves galloping. He's just a supreme athlete, and he loves being active. So he's been mating bitches. He's got litters on the ground. We've actually got a fabulous litter here at Riverside Honey, our marathon bitch, who, you know, they look amazing. And we've had reports of other pups that people are loving, and that. But it's always been in the back, I think, Graham Box in Bev's head, that maybe if he was up to it, they'd like to bring him back, especially when they knew the Derby was going to be at Toaster. And, you know, he's so full of himself. So we've been working him at home and galloping him. And we just said, you know, if he could trial and go as well as we'd hoped, then we'd give him a crack, because there's no point bringing him back if he wasn't going to be able to be anywhere near what he was. And he was answering all the questions at home. So yeah, we brought him and just said, look, we'll give him a trial and go from there. And he relished it. He flew around. We were delighted with him. And yeah, so there he is. He takes his chance. Happy enough with the draw. He's at trap 5, which, as you know, he likes. Trap 1 looks a nice dog. So look, it'd be his first race since he ran the Winter Festival. So it would have been nice to have had that race under his belt on the Tuesday, just for kenneling and just, you know, get all that out of the way. But he can handle it. He's very experienced, and whatever happens, he's a champion in our eyes. And
yeah, I guess in you it would have been ideal to get that race into him just for match fitness, so to speak. But you know, injury wise, I'm assuming you retired him because of injury. Is he all okay?
No.
A1 now?
Yeah, no, he just retired. Just, you know, we went out on a high. Obviously, he won the Derby. He got all sorts of bad problems around Nottingham trap wise, you know, trap draws and getting crowded, and wasn't able to show himself to his best visibility. So went back for the Winter Festival, and he ran a brilliant race. And it was nice. It picked us up, because the race prior to that, Newman Taylor had obviously hurt himself, and then for Bocko to come out and win, it was just made it a little bit of an easier night. And it was always decided that perhaps that would be his last race and we'd send him to stud, which he did. And say he's had lots of bitches. He actually mated a bitch just before he came over for the trial. He was mated to Samaya. So hopefully that would be great pups as well. So yeah, you know, it was never an injury that retired him. It was just sort of the thing to do. He'd won the Derby, and maybe it was time to let him have his stud duty. But he loves racing. So
well, he is definitely bouncing.
It'd be a dream.
And one, then maybe you found the key to getting these dogs to fly around.
Yeah,
the Derby is far more special for having him in it anyway. So we're looking forward to seeing Lenson Bocko goes in Heat 23 at Toaster.